Eloy, looking at last week, obviously there was a lot of positive play, but kind of looking over the last 10 minutes there, what do you feel like has been addressed and could be better?
Yeah, I think overall there were a lot of positive things what you say, but I think we have to sort some small things out, like the organization-wise. Of course, we cannot concede the goals like that, but like overall, over the game, we didn't like give away that many chances. I think like maybe 1 or 2 shots on target. So that's the positive side. The other side is we have to learn from our mistakes, and just mark the guys in the box and be more demanding in that. And I think we're working on it, and it's going well. But yeah, this game, of course, we have to learn from it.
Overall, through the first 2 games, certainly that first game, I feel like we've seen a mentality from this group that was there at times last year, but not always. Do you feel that? Is the mentality of this group kind of better than it was through most of last year?
Yeah, I don't want to say better. I think we're focused. We wanna. We set our goals and we're really hungry, and I think that's the thing now. And I think at the end of last season, we also showed that we're really hungry to have good results at home, especially. And I think we show that, and we want to do that every week, of course. Not only the home games, but also the away games. And I think we're doing it great this season. And of course, there are some things we can do better and improvements. But I think overall, I'm really pleased with these 2 games.
And particularly when it comes to set piece defending, but just generally defensively, when you have 2 center backs kind of still learning to play with one another, not that that's an excuse at all, but how big of a kind of a role does that play in just those 2, and you to an extent trying to get familiarity with how Milos plays?
Yeah, of course, for him it's also a transition. He's new in the league, a new country, a new teammate, so he needs some time to adjust, but I think he's doing really well. And of course we have to get to know each other and have the feeling in games. And I think the more games we play, the more we can learn from each other. And of course Jonah and Milos, but also me. Mm-hmm. I'm in contact with all the defenders, but especially with the central defenders. But I have a good connection with Milos, so that's really nice. And it takes time to get used to it. I had the same when I came to the league, and it's a different league. You cannot compare it to any other league in the world. So I try to help him with that with my experiences, and I think he picked it up fast.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time, Eloy. Lots being made tomorrow about the cold, of how cold it's going to be. You played in cold matches. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, it's pretty chilly here, but tomorrow's wind close to about 20 miles per hour. How does your game shift as you're facing an environment that's going to change in terms of how shots are coming in, how crosses are coming in?
Yeah, if it's like that, it's gonna be really cold. Yeah. And then of course, you need to adjust it. Like of course with long balls and also with shots on targets, I have to adjust my position and goal. But yeah, I will see that during the game, and in the warm up I can adjust things. I can tweak little things. So I will see it in the warm up. But yeah, I have to be more aware from shots and especially how the wind is going. But yeah, I played some games in Holland also in the cold and the wind, so I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, it's just a little bit adjustments.
The first home game a couple weeks ago, you kind of have the best perspective, right? Because you can see everything in front of you. What did you notice about the team during that game that gives you confidence that this Cruz side is going to be difficult to beat at home this year?
I think like the togetherness as a team, like we were really pressing as a group. Last season there were some games that we did it like in blocks, attacking was pressing and maybe the midfield was a little bit back. I think that game, the first game of the season, we pressed as a team and we tried to learn it on the trainings and get it in a team. And I think from my side of view, I saw it a lot. We pressed as a group. When we lost the ball, we were right on it with the whole team. And I think that's our strength, we have to do it as a team. And we have good players like in every position, but I think as a team we're really strong.
Eloy, the last 2 matches, there has been times in the second half where you not really kind of give away the ball, kind of need to defend a little bit more. Going forward, how can you and the team kind of adjust that to get the complete performance that you need to get out of a match?
I think it's a little bit the mindset, the urgency. End of the games, we sometimes take a little bit too much risk. What you're saying was right. Like we lost some balls, and with that balls, you give the opponent hope. We give someone a little bit hope in that moments. And think overall also like killing the games at the end. Like at the end of the game, we had like a challenge in the corner of the field. We can hold the ball there or play it for a throw in, and then maybe the ref whistles the game. So we have to be smart in those moments. And what I say, there's little things we have to learn from it, but overall we just have to adjust it. And but I'm really confident that we can do that.
Questions? Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Eloy.
you, Eloy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.